Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I did this look using the new Too Faced Tutti Frutti. So if you want to see how I got this look and how this palette performed, then go ahead and just keep watching. So I'm going to start with my brows today because I have a new brow product from Benefit. This is the Brow Contour Pro, and it actually looks like one of those like clicky pens. It's got like all the different things on it. So I'm going to start with this today, and you just kind of twist it up. I'm going to start with the lighter color, and I'm going to use that on the inner part of my brow. There is no spoolie on this product, so I'm just going to grab one off another brow pencil. But it's super creamy. It's like really, really easy to use. So I'm just going to use the lighter one on the inner part and then switch to this deeper shade and twist it up for the outer part of my brow. So then I'm going to use the definer. I'm going to twist that up and use that underneath my brow just to kind of clean it up. So all these products are super creamy, and I'm using the medium brown shade. It is a little weird at first to get used to holding something so thick from going from something that was so thin, but like I said, it's super creamy, really easy to use, and I'm someone who a lot of times does use two colors of brow pencil because I like the look that a lighter one gives toward the inner corner, or towards the inside, so it's really useful. So next I'm going to move on to my eyes, and I'm going to start by priming my eyes with my Kylie Cosmetics concealer, and I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to blend it out with a beauty sponge. I'm going to use this diamond one from Real Techniques. I've actually really been liking it. It's like really, really precise. It gets in the inner corner really, really well. So I'm just going to blend that out. So this past week, last week, I went to Aruba. I've been home for like not even a week. It was the most amazing experience. If you ever have the chance to go, it is somewhere I highly recommend. I would definitely go back. And I so appreciate my friend that took me with her. My parents actually ended up going. They were at like a different hotel and everything, but it was super cool that we were all there at the same time. To set my eyes, I'm going to use the e.l.f. finishing powder in light medium. And I'm just going to put that on with the Real Techniques brush. For eyeshadow, I have 3 new palettes. I have 2 of the new Jaclyn Hill palettes and also the Tutti Frutti by Too Faced, one of these palettes. This is the Razzle Dazzle Berry. I think that this is the one that I'm going to start with. I don't know if I'll use either of the Jaclyn ones today, but I've been dying to use this one. It's really cute. I actually went to like a training with Too Faced not that long ago with work, so we got to see like not all the collection, but we got to see some of it, and it was really cool. So then when it came out, I bought this one, and I've been dying to play with it. So I'm going to start with this Japanesque 835 brush, and I'm going to take this color right here that's called Bad to the Berry, and it's like a pink, and I'm going to start working that in my crease. I'm a big fan of Too Faced shadows. They're something that I've used before and that I used often. Like the Chocolate Bar palettes, the Bon Bon palettes, their new natural and matte eyes palettes are really, really good. And this palette is a lot bigger. Like when I saw it online and stuff, I thought it was gonna be a lot smaller. It's actually a good size. So other exciting things, I'm going to see Fall Out Boy tomorrow at the Nassau Coliseum, and I also have to get 5 cavities filled this week, which is not fun. And then I'm going to Mary Morris and Niall Horan with one of my best friends in like 2 weeks, and school starts next week, so there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Next, I'm going to go into this shade right here called Razzle, and I'm going to use a Morphe M514 brush for that. And I'm just going to work that in my crease, but put it a little bit lower than the berry shade that I just used. So then I'm just going to take a little bit of my concealer again and put that on my lid so that I can carve out where I want to put this shimmery shade. So I swatched this shade Boys and Berry on my finger in the store, but I'm super excited to use it. I don't know, like, it didn't even really look like it needed like a Fix Plus or anything, so I guess I'll try it without it first. Like almost, I'm gonna use my finger actually. It almost feels like you need to warm it up a little bit. There we go. So pretty. It's a little bit lighter on the eye than it looks in the pan, I'd say, but it's still such an absolutely beautiful color. For eyeliner, I'm going to be using one that's been my favorite lately. This is the Makeup Revolution. I think it's called Precision Flick or something Flick, but I've been using it over all of my high-end eyeliners lately. Alright, so I just finished my eyeliner and I'm going to curl my eyelashes before I put on lashes, and I'm going to apply mascara before I put on lashes, and I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous to coat my lashes before lashes. So I'm just going to throw on these Ardell Studio Effects and I'll be right back. For primer, I'm going to use my favorite primer, I'd say, which is the First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. So I think it's more of like a moisturizer than a primer, but I use it as a primer and I like the way it looks and I like the way that it makes my skin feel. My skin's really dry, so it does a good job keeping it hydrated. And I'm also going to spray a little bit of the MAC Fix Plus. This is like the rose one. For foundation, I am very tan right now. Like I said, I did go to Aruba. I have quite the bit of color. I'm going to use the Clinique 2-in-1 Beyond Perfecting Foundation in 18 Sand. And I'm also going to put a little bit of the L'Oreal Pro Glow in 210 on. So I'm going to start with the Beyond Perfecting. And it's a pretty good match on my face, but then, like, my body's just so dark right now. So I am just going to add a little bit of the Pro Glow in. The Pro Glow has a little bit of a weird undertone on me, but we're going to just make it work. So again, I'm going to use that Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. Actually really like it. I got it at TJ Maxx for $1. So I figured I'd try it, and I've been trying it out lately and I actually really like it. Pro Glow is such an amazing foundation if you're looking for something for dry skin from the drugstore. It's really so great, even on its own. Like, I know I'm mixing it right now, but that's mainly because of colors. But I wear it on its own all the time when I'm, like, my normal color. And it's a really good foundation. Especially for it's, like, $12, I think. Then again, I'm going to use my Kylie concealer to conceal my under eyes and also just brighten them up a little bit. I'm also going to use a little bit on my nose. And again, use the same beauty sponge to blend that out. And this gets really, really close into the inner corner, which I really, really like. Then I'm going to use my Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, and I'm going to use Halo, which is kind of like this pink highlighting color, and I'm going to use that to set my under eye concealer. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the e.l.f. finishing powder. It's from their Beautifully Bare line. This is in light medium. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy powder brush. I really like this powder. I just kind of tried it because, I don't know, no reason. And I ended up really, really liking it. It doesn't dry out my skin. It doesn't make my skin look weird. It just sets everything so that everything on top of it can go on nice and smooth. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Anastasia powder bronzer. This is in Mahogany. And I'm going to use a Sigma Duo Fiber brush, F50 brush. And I'm just going to use that to bronze up my skin. I never usually use a Duo Fiber brush for bronzer. But then one of my friends, Selena, who does makeup on YouTube also, I watched her video and she was using a Duo Fiber brush for her bronzer and it came out so nice. So I decided to try it, and now I love putting my bronzer on with the Duo Fiber brush. It just helps to really blend it out really nice. For blush, I'm going to use the Flower Beauty blush in Peach Primrose. It's just kind of like a peachy blush with not too much color, but just enough. I feel I really like the Flower Beauty blushes. Then before I do highlighter, I am going to go back to my under eye, and I'm going to use this like sparkly purple here at the end. Just going to take a Morphe M432 brush, and I'm going to run that underneath my lower lash line. Then for highlighter, I'm going to use my Rodeo Drive by Ofra that unfortunately cracked on me right as I was packing it to go away. I dropped it and was very upset. Then before I do lips or lower mascara, I'm going to spray with my Morphe setting spray. I always like to do this setting spray before I do my lower lashes because I do feel that it makes my mascara on my lower lashes run if I put it on before. So now I'm going to do that. Then for lips, I'm going to use NARS. This is one of their Velvet Lip Glides. This is in the color Vault. It's just a really pretty neutral color. On top of it, I'm going to use Dose of Colors Brillo, which is the collaboration with Ilo Sari. And I'm just going to put that on. So that is it for today's look. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.